Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Blauner. I'd like to tell you about my new novel. You know, I've had some interesting work in my career. I've been a journalist, and I've written for some television shows you might have heard of. But this is the big one. This is the one I worked on for 20 years. It's called Picture in the Sand. Picture in the Sand is an historical suspense novel that takes place in Egypt in the fall of 1954, when the most extravagant Bible epic in Hollywood history, the Ten Commandments, came to the country in the middle of a revolution. A young local movie fan named Ali Hassan gets his dream job working for the legendary director Cecil B. DeMille. But instead, Ali winds up on a journey of love and loss that takes him from the movie set, working with Charlton Heston and Yul Brynner, to a real-life assassination plot, to prison, and finally, a chance for redemption. It's a story that Ali has kept secret for most of his life, but now he has a compelling reason to share it with a grandson who's about to make some of the same mistakes. It's also a story about a certain time in history when the Middle East and America embarked on a love affair that ended badly, and how that moment still echoes into the world we're living in today. Well, in 20 years and 6 trips to Egypt, there's a lot. But it all starts with Cecil B. DeMille deciding he needed to come to Egypt in the first place. He said he wanted to walk in the footsteps of Moses. But because it's Cecil B. DeMille, that cost $13 million. A lot of money in those days, or $1 million a commandment. He hired 200 Egyptian cavalry officers to play the Pharaoh's army and got 20 Air Force planes to act as wind machines for the exodus in the desert. And he managed to convince the Egyptian authorities to go along with it at a time when they were battling religious extremists for control of the country. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. Well, the thing that's made the biggest impression is a show called Rami that stars and is written by the young Egyptian-American comedian Rami Youssef. It's very funny, it's very raunchy, but at some level, it's also very serious because it's about a young person searching for faith and identity in the modern world. Well, I'm writing another urban crime novel that takes place in the present day, but I'm kind of tempted to try another historical epic. This time, I hope it won't take 20 years. Thanks for your time, all.